Okay, watch. Replay. Let's go back though real quick. So our first hand is like B-God, Campfire, Kativar, Lylene. I like seeing Kativar, but because I'm going second, it gets a lot worse. So I'm like, okay, B-Guards just in my hand aren't gonna be that good for me. Pun not intended, surprisingly. Campfire is not that good. Like, really, Campfire is just there to hit it off of Reptyro Crest. Lylene is good, but not in the early game, and you really don't want to get just demolished in the early game, because the late game is where this deck thrives. So against, like, some decks, you can really struggle to get there. So I'm like, okay, going second, this hand isn't good enough. So I'm like, let's mulligan that. Let's see some fewer Bs. Let's not see a Campfire. So instead I open Campfire, a B, and more big cards. So this hand is worse. Because of course it is, you know? But to be fair, the early game in this deck just kind of sucks. He plays Meat Cleaver, which I actually haven't seen anyone play yet. So it's interesting to see people actually playing it. Well, one person playing it. I'm not saying a lot of people are playing it. I'm not saying it's good to play it. And it's just occurred to me that my mic not be capturing audio. It is! That's lovely. Anyway, as I was saying, yes. Originally, when I read this card, it was like, wow, this card's shit. But given what I not now know, yeah, I can see it. You know, it only costs two. It's a gear, so it's hard to remove. You can swing with something and then butcher it. If you're playing purple, then you might be playing Catris, which, you know, this is good for Catris because it just shits stuff into the graveyard. But yeah, so this isn't very threatening, so my options are either play B-Guard, play Campfire, or draw a card. So I draw a card. It's Berry Plantation. Very good draw. However, I can't do anything with it. Gamos. This card's scary, man. Like, this card is actually scary. So they swing for 2. They get the 2, because yeah, I hit 2 Bs, unsurprisingly. I've got 5 now. So we go Plantation, B-Guard, get an ingredient, get 3 more ingredients, and draw 1, because, again, the early game is not good, and I really need ingredients. As you can see, the only ingredient cards currently in rotation are Berry Plantation and 2 Lylene, and it's like, that's bad! That is bad stuff. So he swings at the Plantation? No, he swings at B-Guard for some reason, God knows why. So I'm now on 7, I go Lylene, I hit the Elizabeth, which is good, but... Oh, you can't see this. Fantastic. I've got no ingredients. Oh, no, I've got no souls, and this... It doesn't cost a soul to play, like, use the ability, but it plays a B-Guard for 1 soul. It's not free. So, if I consume an ingredient here, and I hit, it just goes, okay, it's a B-Guard. Just put it back on top. And it's like, okay, cool, I've just wasted an ingredient when I'm already kind of struggling. I don't want them to get Meat Cleaver value. Quite frankly, I'm surprised they didn't Meat Cleaver last turn, but whatever. So I swing, I get greedy here, and I swing it with Lylene, and they block it. So yeah, they go Gamos into my guy, they go Patelia. Yeah, I knew they killed the Plantation eventually, I just couldn't remember when. So we go Reptyro Crest. We draw a card, we draw Mamorist Crest, and like... Oh, I don't know if I like this card, quite frankly. But for now, you know, it comes up this game, so... Not that bad. I discard one of the Campfires here, I think. Yeah. Top 5. 5 B-Guards. Insane. So that's a whiff. But at this point, I'm like, oh, that's a really big problem. We go Lylene just to, like, you know, play something. Like, maybe this was wrong? I don't know. So we swing at one of their guys. I don't remember which one we swung at. And, yeah, so we swing, they interrupt it. That's fine. We keep both of these guys up as blockers because I want to play Cola Vending Machine next turn. And to do so, I really need, like, a guy. I need a guy to assign it with. So they go strike, which really hurts. I also wanted to keep Reptyro Crest up, not just to block, but also just so I could use it next turn and not be too scared of it getting run over. So yeah, they strike it, they Gummos, yeah, they Gummos at face, but I hit an Elizabeth, they Patalia, me again, this time I miss, so I take a bunch of damage. They assault my B-Guard, and then they actually sack it for the Meat Cleaver. Meat Cleaver is incorrectly programmed in this game, in this web. I use Palworld TCG.gg, by the way. It's not correctly done, from my understanding, because if you look, this card says reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, whereas something like Lylene says look at the top 5 cards. This might just be because I play Yu-Gi-Oh!, but I feel like that's a significant difference. Because in Yu-Gi-Oh!, look means you look, reveal means you put them face up, like, on the, like, your opponent gets to see them too. Maybe it doesn't work like that in Palworld, but I kind of just assume it does. Because why would there be a difference in wording? Anyway, tangent over. So they look at top 3, they get they get something. And I'm in this weird position here, where I've got 10 souls. And I've got no ingredients, if memory serves. Or like, oh yeah, I've got 2 ingredients at this point, I think. So I play the B-Guard to go up to 3, so that I can Cola to go up to 10. Right? No. I spent 2. I don't know anymore. But the point is, I get some souls for some food. Yeah, okay, so I didn't use 3. I should have used 3, though, because then I could have played the Kativar, which is just, like, extra value, or the Feed Box, or whatever. Probably Feed Box, because Feed Box, it's bad on the turn you use it, but every turn after that, it is so good, because it's just 2 souls every turn. So yeah, I play the second Lylene, I get the effect, I hit a B-Guard, which is, you know, it's fine. I swing, they interrupt, I swing again. I don't know why the replay doesn't show what I'm swinging at. But there you go. I swung at the Patalia. They play Digtoise, which is terrifying. But if you've noticed, they haven't played any food cards yet. So I'm fine. It's just a big guy, which like kind of sucks, but it's fine, you know. They swing, I block. They swing at the B-Guard again. They really like swinging at B-Guard, but, you know, more power to them. And at this point, I draw Ranch, and, like, honestly, the game's just fucking over. Like, I've got a way of producing ingredients. You lose. I've got Lylene on board, a way to make ingredients, Cola Machine, and big guys in hand in the late game. You have lost. So yeah, I go Victors. I actually decide to look at the top 5 instead of just drawing 2, because drawing 2 is like enough to be greedy, I think. So I took Berry Plantation here, because I'm on 5 souls, so I can Plantation and Kativar. I think I Kativar twice here. Yeah, if memory serves, I go those 2 and then play another Kativar. Okay, I don't. I should have, though. So we get Christ out here. We get the Feed Box for free. We use those extra souls to play Kativar, because why not? The Momorist swings over the Digtoise, and this guy has been so, like, greedy with his interrupts that he doesn't have another one. So he plays Lylene, pretty scary. Lylene hits Digtoise, very scary. But then he just goes Viewing Cage to exile it and my Momorist Crest, and I'm like, okay, I don't care. I actually don't care at all. That's so fine. They swing, I block. They cleaver the Lylene. It's like, yeah, that was such a bad turn. So I look at top 5. I hit a B guard, I get an ingredient, I ranch for 3 more ingredients in a draw, I plantation for 3 more ingredients in a draw, I look at top 5, I hit a B guard, I get an ingredient, I play an Elizabeth because I might as well, I sack over the Cativer, I miss, so I swing. Yeah, I swing here. I swing again? Yeah, I swing again. They don't take the hit, but that's whatever. Now I use Cola Machine. I Cola Machine for 2 for some reason. I don't know. I play another Lylene. I look at the top 5 again. No, I don't. I swing, and then I look at the top 5 so that I can go B-Guard, sack the Lylene, so I can swing? Yeah, I swung with the B-Guard. I hit a B-Guard off the Elizabeth, and now I'm like, okay, if I don't hit a B-Guard off this, then I want to not swing with this B-Guard so that I can swing with the Elizabeth and keep a blocker up. So I use the effect here. I miss. Oh, it doesn't show that. Yeah, so I used the B-Guard. I missed. So then I was going to swing with the Elizabeth and pass. Unless I hadn't used Feedbox. I don't remember. Doesn't matter. They surrendered because they were so far behind at this point. I need to look into playing Meat Cleaver, because the card is interesting. It's not very good, though. But yeah, Green Blue Bees, best deck. Lylene and Reptyro Christ are the best cards in the game. Trust me. Cola Machine, broken. Trust. Elizabeth is just funny. I don't know, I like her. She's funny. She's not that good. She's funny, though, you know? She does some bullshit. Anyway, yeah, good game to my opponent. I just wanted to show off the video. The replay. I thought it was sick.